Greetings, everyone. I'm Shivani, the leader for Team Gryffindor from IIMV Visakhapatnam. My team includes Sucharia from Marketing Department, Krishna from Finance Department, Swetha from the HR Department, and Lohitha from the IT Department. I'll be starting with the International Market Expansion Plan. Ramalingam Foods approached KLS Consultants to develop an international expansion plan for the financial year 2020. Since Ramalingam Foods has a limited budget constraint of 50 crore INR for the first year, they should only plan to expand to one of the three regions where their products were already being shipped to. The three regions include Middle East, Southeast Asia, or England. The company should consider the population of Indians in each of these locations to understand the demand for their products. The company should also take into consideration factors like shipping costs and ease of doing business in the respective region. After taking into consideration all these factors, KLS consultants advised that the company should expand to Southeast Asian region initially due to a huge Indian population and also higher ease of doing business. Shipping to this region will also be much cheaper than the other two regions which were considered. The company should initially start by small partnerships and alliances with the local distributors due to their limited budget constraints. The potential countries could include Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Thailand. They should continue with their current product mix and add a few local cuisine related mixes to attract even the local customers and establish themselves as a brand. These new products can be added over the next 2 to 3 years. This will help the company in building their brand in this new market. Now I hand over the presentation to Sucharia, who will explain the marketing plan.
I'm Sucharia. I'm from the marketing department and I'll be explaining the marketing strategy. So for the product should have enough shelf space and the traction among customers in the retail outlet in its target markets according to the marketing plan. This is accomplished through strategic connections with supply chain partners, retailers, customers, as well as the proper positioning and promotion of the items. The aim for Ramalingam Food aspires to expand into the new worldwide areas where it has the potential to become the market leaders by providing ready-to-cook Indian cuisines item to the local Indian population. And the objective should be, in order to enhance sales space, the brand recognition in international market, the following goals were set. Strengthen the home market presence by offering new items and promoting them to relevant people, and within 1 year of entering a new market, achieve 10% market share. To enter the appropriate market in order to expand the company's international reach. We did a SWOT analysis and found as of the strength, the good understanding of the market is a advantage, and it has the good product quality and recognition in the market. Long time in the and the long time in the market also is a plus point. And as of weakness, the international exposure is lacking. Outside of India, there are a lack of strategic partners like supply chain members and logistic etc. An opportunity to expand the farm will need to enter new markets. By supplying multiple market, you can spread the risk, and in developing market, there is an opportunity to become the market leader. Increased sales and profits, brand recognition has improved. And threats, if the correct market and are not entered, it could result in large losses. Having little negotiating power within the supply partners.
Hi, I'm Krishna. I belong to the finance department. And coming to the sales and revenue, the company expects to generate $30 million in sales in its first year from all 5 nations combined. This decision was made based on 2 factors: the existing production capacity of Indian companies and a penetration rate of 5 to 7% in international markets. The monthly sales target rises from 20K units in April, the financial year April 2018 to 2019, to 3.2 lakhs in March, the year ending March 2019 to 20. This is a monthly gain of 25%. Coming to the running expenses, we can talk about manufacturing expenses. This cost includes the cost of raw materials as well as the ongoing maintenance of factory machinery. Currently, factory production will be enhanced. As a result, this cost may be properly estimated because the corporation has previous manufacturing data. The growth of staff and machinery in each factory might help to attain better economies of scale. uh, like uh, Other than that, we have the expenses, as salaries in human resource department, expenses from export and operations, the legal costs as well, because license and tax are important as we expand to the international market. The other expenses include the IT front, there to have much expenses. And other than that, we have rent, miscellaneous and overheads. The miscellaneous overheads includes the uncertainty expenses and supply chain intricacies, may also add to the miscellaneous cost.
So thank you, Krishna. And I am Badam Swetha from KLS Consultancy from the HR department. And I have taken up the assignment to develop the hiring and incentive strategy for the human resources working in the international expansion to enable the speedy growth. So totally 5 hiring strategies have been taken into consideration. And the first one includes the deciding of the best sourcing strategy and channels. So under this, we have to see that the various countries have different success percentage for the same sourcing channel, and when it comes to good locating personnel. So a successful sourcing strategy is very important, taking into consideration the various cultures. The second hiring strategy is to carry out the interviews in a professional manner, because each of the country has different types of educational curriculum, and you have to consider each and everything into the interview process. The third one is the compensation of different cultures. So when we are trying to recruit in a foreign country, it is very important to understand the cultural differences and how they plan out the interview process. The fourth one is the understanding of the variations in the compensation. Before hiring, Ramalingam Foods should keep in mind the different countries and their different currencies and pay cultures. Ramalingam Foods should be aware of the currency of the country for which they are recruiting, and also they have to see how the currency relates to the currency in which the company keeps the budget and expenses. The final strategy is maintaining the compliance. So distinct nations have statutory requirements for different job categories, and we have minimum salary, social security, income tax, medical benefit, leave policy, working hours, offer letter, appointment letter, notice period, and so on. And the company must follow the rules.
Hi, I'm Lohitha from IT department. The IT department should be first responsible for analyzing the market demands and sales for all the 3 regions. The data collected should be shared with Ramalingam Foods and KLS Consultancy simultaneously to reach an agreement for the expansion plan. In every step of the business plan, the IT department should go hand in hand throughout with other departments to assist in the technology requirements. Using the regression models and interpolation, the demand can be forecasted based on the past and present trends. One of the ways to acquire comprehensive transparency into the sales process is to use a sales tracking software. And by working with the supply chain department, a supply chain management software should be closely monitored, and as it can increase the efficiency and also improve the relation with the suppliers. Our website should be readjusted according to the local region to reach the target groups. For this purpose, a design team for the website should be put in place. And the tie-up with local tourism for providing food and other facilities should be done so that there's a centralized model to overlook the process. And due to the strategic position and the IT infrastructure, Malaysia has been a great place for foreign digital enterprises. And this would increase the reach to the internet. And setting up factories with automation in Malaysia will be easier as it is already established in India. And also the IT department should provide help to the training and support facilities to the management. With the help of the ERP cloud-based systems, this can be done. To conclude about the whole expansion plan, Ramalingam Foods initially planned to enter Southeast Asia after weighing all advantages and disadvantages, and thus chose 5 Southeast Asian countries: Myanmar, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, and Malaysia, all of which have a major Indian population. Furthermore, according to a detailed market analysis, these are the countries with local populations that are highly responsive to processed goods from other countries.